paint, you can do these chairs. Es más, si vas a Home Depot, cómprate más.
¿Stand-by? ¿No está nada?
Sí, ahí, pero como está el sol, no te deja ver.
Qué raro, no creas. Sí, pero te lo graba. Ah, pero ahí no estás grabando. Tú de aquí puedes ir filmando.
Sí.
¿Ah?
Bien.
¿Qué haces?
Esto está muy suelto.
Mira, este está más bonito. Para la...
Nothing more water.
Más arriba es lo...
Ya está lista, la puse en pausa. Wait. Cristian, pon tu cara para acá, Carmen. Carmen, Cristian. Say hi, papi.
¿Prepárate?
Te recorro, baby. Muy bien.
Esa es mi isla.
¿Cuál es la isla tuya?
Patitos. Mi hijo.
Ahí le tomamos una foto, ¿no querían tomar una foto?
Ajá, está la isla.
No matter where you are located on this park, everything will face the Atlantic Ocean. And they have beautiful beaches surrounding the island. It's a little island here on your left-hand side. This particular area was so narrow that nobody was allowed to stick his hand or arm or his head outside the window of the train, because it was so close to the train it would right away hit your arm, hand or head. The deer, you can see it as like the little Bambi look-alike animals, and it's a protected area. You will see them once in a while by dawn, when the sun comes up and the sun goes down. And it's only in this particular area of the Keys where you see these animals, the deer.
Christian.
Sunk on the coast, as well for the cigar factories and sponge making. Doing that for numerous years in the early 1900s, a few companies moved away from Key West, and Key West became one of the poorest cities of the United States because there was no way to come to the island unless if you got a boat. In World War II, the United States Air Forces came to Key West, and the headquarters over here in Key West. And at that time, Key West started to exist again. We had the railroad, and they were building their high-rise the overseas highways. Key West, of course, most famous because it's the southern city of the United States. It is the most southern point you can go. We're going to take a left over here, and we're going to go on South Roosevelt Boulevard, that takes us around the islands of Key West, and will bring us right away in the old town of Key West. Key West, in the early 1900s, a population of 17,000 people. Right now, the population is close to 70,000 people. Used to be the home of the fishers, shipwreckers, and now for the last couple of decades has been home for many artists, painters, writers, and of course the most famous one is Ernest Hemingway, who lived here for about 10 years and wrote his best novels over here. I guess that's been a good inspiration for writers to come to Key West. I have read that about 10 Pulitzer Prizes has been given to writers who've been living in Key West. Key West is also called, in Spanish, the first people who discovered the island, Caya Hueso, is the island of bones. When they first discovered the island, it was more like a cemetery filled with bones from the Indians who used to live over here. And that's why they got the name Caya Hueso. On this side of the island, of course on your left hand side you will see the Atlantic Ocean. It's also the only beach area we're going to pass in a couple seconds. Key West is a beautiful beach, divided in two parts. It's nice, the only thing is, you go into the water, you're better off wearing shoes because there's a lot of rocks, stones over here where it really can hurt your feet. On your right hand side you will see the remains of an old fort from the American Civil War. And on our right hand side we get also the airport of Key West. On the left hand side we got the beach of Key West over here. This is the only area where you can go to the beach. It's right on the Atlantic Ocean.
Hi, Christian.
Just for the record, if somebody decides to go on a boat this afternoon, like a glass bottom boat, just think twice, because I'm gonna think personally that the water is pretty choppy and you might not seeing everything you wanted to see. And if you're easy to get seasick, just like me, then I would suggest spend some time in Key West itself. But what you can do is just ask the company you're gonna book your boat trip with. The water is pretty rough because they're gonna take you out on the Atlantic Ocean. The hotel in front of us is the Casa Marina. That was the hotel I was talking about from Mr. Henry Flagler, who built this hotel, and his customers who took the train to Key West could stay at this hotel. We're gonna pass now the lobby of the hotel, and you see also a picture of Mr. Flagler in front of the hotel. This is a very exclusive hotel. It's a very nice one with a private beach.
Over here. We're going up. That was when
We're actually getting closer to Cuba than we are at Miami. We're now getting to the most southern point of the United States, and we're gonna see the most southern house of the United States. We're about 90 miles away from Cuba at this point, and about 150 miles away from Miami. I'm gonna let you out here for a couple minutes, 5 minutes, because where I'm gonna drop you off is in the old town of Key West. It's actually on the same street, but its walk distance is pretty far. So I think this is the best opportunity for you to make some pictures and visit this point. It's the most southern point. Unfortunately, it's not open for the public. They're renovating everything. And right in front of us is the most southern point, 90 miles from Cuba.
Yo no veo un carajo aquí.
Carmen, déjala que la gente está esperando.
Dale ahí. ¿Dónde está Cuba?
A ver, para que tome una...
Ahí está Cuba.
Ahí está Cuba, ya.
Está
Yeah,
libre.
right.
Está libre.
Ponle lo más al largo que pueda. Que no le caiga agua nomás a la cara.
También hay que yo grabo.
Este que está grabando la va a poner.
God bless America. ¿Cómo se hace más chiquito? Recording, pero ¿sabes cómo se hace más chiquito? Para leer esto. Mami, ¿cómo se hace más chiquito?
Para achicarlo, puedes poner tu canción.
Pero, para leer esto,
Ponen
¿ves?
este para
Dice recording, okay. La gente se mueve.
Little White House is here. I will point it out to you when we're passing it, but this is the Whitehead Street. It goes parallel with the Duval Street, and the Duval Street is on our right-hand side. And we will get to that street in a couple seconds as well. So we're driving now on the right-hand street, and it's also going to be the point I'm going to drop you off more south of here. On our left-hand side, we have the lighthouse. It's the second one. The first one was from wood and it burned down. It's open to the public. You can go all the way over top and you can have a great view about Key West. And our right-hand side with the stone wall is the Ernest Hemingway house. It's the house here right on the right-hand side. Ernest Hemingway lived here for 10 years. And I really can recommend that. It's very interesting. I'm going to make a right turn over here and I'm going towards the Duval Street.